Okay. All right. Well, Coach, congratulations. You always say you don't you don't look at these games any differently from league play to middle of the week. This game got close. It got 4-3, but yet you guys were able to get some insurance, and you were able to keep Western Illinois at bay to get this win.
Yeah, I think the two biggest moments of the game, Gertie coming in, getting the 2 outs to kind of settle that inning down, and then our offense scoring. As soon as they scored, our offense came in and scored and kind of swung the momentum back to us. And really the only 2 times of the day that I thought the momentum almost felt like it was about to swing is whenever we went to Gertie there and got the big strikeout to start it, and then the other out, and then that kind of shut that down. And then whenever they hit the home run there, it just kind of felt like it was back to get a really tight ball game. And then once we scored those 2, then it kind of felt like it had a little cushion there, because it was a tough day. I mean, I know there was some direction that you could hit a ball in the air that it would travel, but like there was only one area of the field that you could do that. So it really did feel like a day that would be tough to get a lot of runs, scored. So it was nice to be able to add those 2 back in the 6th as soon as they scored.
To see Timmerman work through that 3rd inning to get you through ultimately into the 4th and then, of course, into the 5th inning. I know last week wasn't a great day for anyone on the pitching staff, but to see him bounce back and especially work through some adversity within this game had to be a huge sign for you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the biggest thing for him is as he continues to grow and mature, the biggest issue that he has is like his misses are big. And as he continues to get better and, more innings under his belt here and grows as a pitcher, those misses have to start shrinking, so the batter has to make decisions. And you can see with his breaker, whenever he gets it to where a batter has to make a decision, it's usually a swing and miss because it's a really good pitch, but there's a lot of times where it's right out of the hand. It's outside of the strike zone too much. And he'll continue to grow and learn. And, again, I'm proud of him tonight. I mean, he kind of settled there in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th inning right there, kind of settled in and gave us a good outing.
Huge for Shark to get that 3-run homer there in the 3rd inning, and you make them pay for walking back-to-back batters in Holder and Bach. That's an area that you preach with your team all the time, Coach Rhodes. You want to make teams really, when they make mistakes, when they allow free bases, you want guys who have tremendous power in the bat, and man, Shark just sit one for a ride.
Yeah, he kind of got out front on that breaking ball that hung there, and that's the thing. It's nice to have power because it wasn't going to be a night where you were just going to get 15 hits, and just to be able to get that one swing and get 3 with that blow was big, and big for Shark too. I feel like he's gotten a hit here or 2 hits there, but he's just kind of been missing some pitches where he's been fouling those balls straight back, and nice to see him finally get that one and have him feeling good going into the weekend.
What's your biggest message to a team like today when you enter a night where the weather's going to be what it is from an offensive standpoint? What's your biggest message to them, and did they follow through on what you wanted their approach to be, knowing the conditions are what they were?
The one thing that we were going to do is as soon as we had early hitting today, we had BP on the field, and everything we were doing was low flight, and we were trying to preach the low flight. We didn't necessarily get a hit and run or anything like that tonight, but we talked about we're going to put some hit and runs in there. We're going to try to steal some bases. We're going to bunt. We never got or the bunt or the hit and run situation. We did try to steal some bags and things like that, but we were going to manufacture runs if we had to, and be honest with you, it was just a little difficult because we had 2 or 3 pitchers there at the beginning that were super quick to the plate that made it tough to run on, and then we had some guys that had some spotty command. They were in and out of the strike zone, so it's hard to hit and run on those guys because you never know if they're going to throw it over the plate. So we didn't necessarily get to do a lot of the things that we discussed that we were going to potentially do, but again, that's why it's nice to have a guy like Shark kind of bail you out and put 3 on the board quick.
No question. I know we're going to continue to talk this week on our Inside Saluki Athletics show and preview the weekend upcoming for UIC. But now you do get to move into conference play. Just how much of a tone setter it can be, knowing there's a lot of games still to come, Coach Rhodes, but As you know, in this league, it's really hard to go on the road and win, which emphasizes how important it is when you're at home to try to take care of business, which you will with UIC starting this weekend on Friday.
Yeah, and winning's a big help because our guys are going to feel much better going to sleep tonight. Going in the weight room tomorrow, they'll be feeling good, and that's why there's so many benefits to doing everything you can to win. And I like where we're at. 13-6. I do feel like, and we met today as a group and just kind of discussed. We're a third of the way through our season. And, some things that we've done really well, some things that we've got to do to kind of just etch up our intensity and some realistic expectations for our guys. And we can't just say the things. We got to have a lot of action behind our words. And, tonight was a good first step, and hopefully it's to lead us into a really good weekend.
Coach, appreciate the time. We'll catch up with you later on this week and preview the Flames.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Once again, that was